Okay, recording has been started. So if et is equal to 0, by default we know that dt is going to 0 because we know d is related with e as d is equal to epsilon e. D bar is equal to epsilon e bar. अगर et 0 है तो डेफिनेटली dt भी 0 ही रहना है. एंड सो आप ये मेमोराइज करो. देन dn is equal to rho s. ये मेमोराइज करो. dn is equal to rho s. dn is nothing but I can say that dn is epsilon en. तो en लिख सकता हो रो एस अपॉन इप्सिलॉन. तो ये दो फॉर्मूले याद रखे कि अदर आई कैन राइट इट डाउन बाय ओनली अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस रिलेशन. ओके, d इज इक्वल टू इप्सिलॉन ई, दैट्स इट. अभी है यहाँ पे et1 is equal to et2, so you can definitely put it in terms of dt1 and dt2. Okay, how we can put dt is equal to epsilon et. So this is nothing but et is equal to dt upon epsilon. So I can say that et1 is equal to dt1 upon epsilon and et2 is equal to dt2 upon epsilon 2, sorry, epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. So et1 is equal to et2, so I can say that okay, et1 upon et2 is equal to 1. So put the value of et1, that is dt1 upon epsilon 1, and put the value of et2, that is dt2 upon epsilon 2. For a moment, please excuse me. So we can put this and we can derive instantaneously, we can derive that dt1 upon dt2 is equal to epsilon 1 upon epsilon 2. Second formula is dn1 is equal to dn2 and apply. Okay, so you can derive this one. Then about magnetic fields, memorize this part. Okay, then memorize this part. That's it. That's much only. So if you remember 1 2 1 2 1 2 from three boundary conditions, free space conductor, dielectric and magnetic materials, you can have the rest of the formulas. Okay, ये वाला या फिर ये वाला everything. Here K is nothing but current density. इतना याद रखना है क्योंकि न्यूमेरिकल जब दिया जाएगा वहाँ पे वर्डिंग होगा linear current density is something something. Okay, 2 milliampere or 2 ampere per meter, something like that. So you have to understand, okay, it is a value of K. Okay. This was the discussion about the boundary condition, and next thing is important one about the Stokes theorem. Okay, let us read the statement. The line integral, okay, first one is line integral of magnetic field intensity, okay, H, over a closed path, ये बहुत जरूरी है, closed path, is always equal to the surface integral है, okay, surface है तो यहाँ पे मैं surface लिखता हूँ, of curl of magnetic field, that is del cross H bar. Magnetic field, oh spelling mistake हो गया यहाँ पे, FIELD, field intensity over the complete surface enclosed by that loop. ये enclosed by that loop मतलब क्या, समझ लीजिए कि मेरे पास एक रेफरेंस प्लेन है. ओके, एक रेफरेंस प्लेन है. सो वी स्टार्ट विथ अ लाइन. ओके, वी स्टार्टेड विथ अ लाइन. सो एक लाइन, दूसरी लाइन, कैसे भी एट रैंडम लाइन हुई तो भी चलेगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट दिस लाइन मस्ट फॉर्म अ क्लोज लूप. अभी ये क्लोज लूप फॉर्म हो गया. ओके, यहाँ पे ये क्लोज पाथ है. ओके, एक क्लोज लूप फॉर्म हो गया. सो आई कैन से दैट इन दिस रेफरेंस वी हैव अ क्लोज पाथ, and this closed path is actually creating a certain surface area in this plane. So always a closed path creates a surface area, and Stokes theorem talks about that if closed surface integration of h bar dot dl bar is equal to, if we do have it, then we will have a surface and it can be expressed mathematically as curl of magnetic field observed over that surface area. Okay. So विजुअलाइज करने की जरूरत नहीं है फिर से, जस्ट मैथमेटिकली लाइन इंटीग्रल एंड सरफेस इंटीग्रल का कुछ रिलेशन है एक दूसरे के साथ, तो वो इस कंडीशन में हो सकता है जहाँ पे क्लोज पाथ है, then the close path is creating a surface. So how it is proven? According to Ampere's law, we have some amount of current is generated if we put some conductor in certain magnetic field. Okay, H bar dot dl bar will give us some induced current into the that closed loop. Okay. Also we have I is equal to j bar dot ds bar. You never talked about, we never seen j bar. Okay. J bar is nothing but a current density. Okay, जैसे surface charge density होता था वैसे ही current density है, and we know that whenever we want to calculate certain density we have that quantity upon if we are talking current density, then we will area. So we can say that okay, this is nothing but I is equal to j bar dot s bar. Okay, so we can say that fine, we have certain relation in between I, certain relation between current density and surface area, and if you want to put it into integral form, okay, j bar dot ds bar, small surface area integrated over the surface. So integration ds bar is actually giving us the complete quantity. Okay. Then we have, according to equation of curl, j bar is equal to del cross h bar. ये भी नया equation है. Okay, so you are observing at equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. Equation number 1, okay, Ampere's law. Equation number 2, density quantity. Okay, so which can be understood. And the third equation, j bar is equal to del cross h bar, which requires a derivation. Okay, which requires a derivation. We are not going to look at the derivation, but I will keep it at as a homework towards you. If you have curiosity कि भाई j bar is equal to del cross h bar mathematically कैसे आ रहा है, definitely we can interpret. Okay, we have magnetic field intensity and it is going to related with current density, because we know that magnetic field intensity is going to generate the current. If there is a current, okay, we will have the current density also. So current density is related with the magnetic field intensity as del cross h bar, that is curl of your magnetic field. So I can say that combine all 1, 2, 3 equations. Okay, इस j bar को आप यहाँ पे रख दो. Okay, and since left hand sides are equal, we can say that right hand sides are also equal. So line integral, closed line integral of h bar dot dl bar is equal to surface integral of del cross h bar dot ds bar. यहाँ पे हमने closed surface नहीं कहा है. Do remember that closed line or path creates open surface. Okay, a flat surface, always a flat surface, or something wavy, something abrupt surface, but that surface is not closed like sphere. Sphere do have closed surface. Okay, yes, closed surface होता है. Okay. So do remember that this is the Stokes theorem. Those who have done 11, 12 standard physics, they already studied the Stokes theorem and solved the numerical based on Stokes theorem. In first year diploma physics, I feel that you may have Stokes theorem or may not have Stokes theorem, but it's okay. For the sake of mathematics, this is the thing. Line integral relation with the surface integral relation. That's it. You have to remember. You can have the MCQ based on स्टोक्स थ्योरम एक्सप्रेशन. ओके, तो मैंने यहाँ पे जैसे करेक्शन किया कि मैंने यहाँ पे क्लोज नहीं लिखा था, तो दिस इज द करेक्ट एक्सप्रेशन. क्लोज पाथ, वी नीड टू हैव अ क्लोज पाथ टू क्रिएट अ सरफेस, and this is an derivation how j bar is related to h bar. I have put enough explanation over here. Okay, वो थोड़ा सा कन्वेंशन वगैरह कलर कोडिंग भी दिया हुआ है, so you can definitely go with this derivation if at all you are interested. Otherwise you may skip. as long as online examination is concerned. Okay. Then we do have magnetic flux density. Now, we will not go for this part of unit right now in this lecture. We will probably go with this part in next session, but I want to go back to numericals. Okay, numerical देखते हैं. Now I want to go with the numerical. Let me share. Sometimes it becomes difficult. Okay. Biot server लॉ के numerical देखते हैं. For that purpose, we require only few set of formulae. H bar to infinite conductor, finite conductor, circular loop and triangular loop होगा तो you can derive. Okay, direct वहाँ पे formulae put up करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You will not have numerical based on the circular and triangle, but you can have a question like derive the magnetic field intensity due to current carrying square loop or triangular loop. Okay, तो वो पूछ सकते हैं. As long as syllabus is concerned, we have conductors, we have circular loop, and we have sheet, current carrying sheet. Okay. So procedure क्या है कि भाई find R bar and magnitude of R bar, decide the expression of DL bar because we need to have this one. We are looking at expressions numerical based on Biot-Savart's law. ऐसे भी नहीं है. We are looking at numerical where H bar needs to be calculated. Whenever H bar needs to be calculated, we have to go with the Biot-Savart law. Whenever I needs to be calculated, then we have to go with the Ampere's law, and so on. Okay, so DL bar cross R bar. This is a determinant, and probably you know how to solve the determinant. I will write down it over here so that I need not to explain it while solving the numerical. So we will have BF minus CE AX cap minus, okay. Then we will have AF minus CD AY cap plus A minus, okay. You will probably come to know why it is important to take care of the negative signs while solving the numerical. Then substitute all unknowns, okay, all unknown, DL bar, R bar, and some sort of current we will have into the Biot-Savart's law, and if necessary at all, if necessary, integrate the equation. अगर जरूरत पड़ती है तो we can have the integration also. That will go into the group C numerical. Okay. Along with this procedure, after going through this procedure, let us go with the first numerical. Find the incremental field. यहाँ पे क्या बोला है? DH bar find करो at P2 caused by source P1, where IDL bar is given by some formula. Okay, IDL bar is equal to 2 pi 0.6 AX cap minus 0.8 AY cap plus 0 AZ cap. Am I right? That means 0 AZ cap micro ampere meter. Whereas P1 is at something somewhere and P2 is somewhere. We need to find DH bar. Okay. So solution. So we know that expression for DH bar is equal to IDL bar cross R bar upon 4 pi R cube. So R bar is nothing but minus 3AX cap plus 5AY cap plus minus AZ cap. कैसे आया? Okay. P2 क्या है? Observation. P1 क्या है? Source है. So P1 से लेके P2 की तरफ आपका R2 है, and you do have R bar है, and you will have your coordinates P1 and P2, and you are going to do the calculations for R bar. So we do have a R bar, and therefore we can have the magnitude of R bar. DL bar cross R bar ये calculate करना जरूरी है. So we have put everything AX, AY, AZ. Okay, DL bar यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है आपको IDL bar is equal to. So I can say that okay, this quantity is scalar and the vector quantity, we will take the vector quantity. So 0.6 is a coefficient of ax, minus 0.8 is a coefficient of ay, and for az we have coefficient 0. For r bar, what is the coefficient of ax cap? Minus 3. What is the coefficient of ay cap? 5. What is the coefficient of az cap? Minus 1. And just the way we discuss how to solve the determinant, we have this expression. Now we have an expression for dl bar cross r bar. So we do have this one, we have this one, we have this one from here. So put all the quantities into the formula and get your answer. That's it, simple, straightforward. So putting everything into the formula, we will have the expression of dh bar. That's it, straightforward. But very care, lots of care you have to take while solving the determinant. Determinant solve करते समय थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिए due to these negative signs. ये थोड़ा सा चंबल कर देती हैं. Okay. This was the first numerical. Going for second numerical, an infinite long straight conductor. Okay, infinite long straight conductor h bar is equal to I upon 2 pi r a n cap. Carrying current. Okay, current दिया हुआ है placed along z axis. Fine. Calculate the magnetic field strength. H bar calculate करना है at certain point 1 to 1. Okay, so definitely we will have a final formula for magnetic field intensity due to infinite length conductor placed along the z axis. So we will have the solution. H bar is equal to I upon 2 pi r a n cap. We need to evaluate the a n cap. We are going to solve this one is in a general way. So a n cap is nothing but unit vector along the length of the conductor and radial direction which is away from the conductor going towards the point of observation. Okay, since we are talking about the conductor, we will have the cylinder as a radius. Okay, so we know that since conductor is placed along the z-axis, so the AL cap, the unit vector along the conductor is a z cap. So and now we need to evaluate the radial vector. Okay, we need to evaluate the radial vector, that is AR cap is equal to r bar upon magnitude of r bar. This is a unit vector along the vector r bar. So how you are going to calculate r bar, which is ax cap plus 2ay cap? Do remember that here we are given with the Cartesian coordinate system 1 to 1. Okay, so we do have, sorry, ठीक है, थोड़ा सा curvy आ गया z axis. We do have z axis and we have placed our conductor along the z axis. Okay, assume that this is a straight line and we have observation point P 1 2 1. How we get a point on the conductor? Procedure is draw a perpendicular. Every point on the z-axis has x and y coordinates as 0 0 and remaining third coordinate will be same as that of the observation point since we have drawn a perpendicular. So we do have two points and their coordinates, and definitely we can now find the vector r bar. So we have the expression for r bar and here we have the magnitude of r bar. So for now, if you have forgotten, so destination minus source 1 minus 0 ax cap. Okay, then 2 minus 0 ay cap and plus 1 minus 1 is az cap. So we have ax cap plus 2 ay cap. This is what we have written over here. So we have an expression of ar cap. We have expression for dl cap. So we can get an cap expression. Okay, so you can observe change over here. Here now we have ay and ax. Everything has a rule. Ax, ay, az. Ax cross ay will give us az cap. Ay cross az will give us ax cap, and az cross ax will give us ay cap. So we have an expression for an cap. So put an cap over here. We know r, we know I. Okay, what is the magnitude of r? It is root 5. Okay, so we will have everything over here and put the value into the expression and we will end up into the final value. See, I am now becoming a lot of concise. Now I am not explaining you how to calculate vector r bar, but still sometimes I feel कि मैंने बताना चाहिए तो मैं बता रहा हूँ. I don't feel कि भाई अभी magnitude of r bar कैसे calculate करते हैं वो आपको चीजें पता है. You know how to do the cross product, वो भी आपको पता है. And putting the values into the formula and doing the mathematics is need not to be explained now after 30 lectures. Okay, and if somewhere at some moment of time you feel कि ये calculations कैसे किए हमको बताओ, okay, you can have a call, but don't engage the lecture timing into it, because now it is expected that you are capable of doing the calculations. You need to have only the guidelines how to solve the numerical, and doing calculations are now on your part. Still, if you have some difficulty, definitely you can have a personal call with me. Okay. Going array wait bhai. Okay. Going to next numerical, a circular loop. Okay, a circular loop दिया हुआ है, located on x square plus y square is equal to 9. Okay, and z is equal to 0. मतलब क्या है, आपके पास xy प्लेन है और xy प्लेन के ऊपर आपने ये सर्कल प्लेस किया हुआ है. Okay, carries a current, okay, of 10 ampere along a phi direction. Okay, direction भी दिया है. Determine the magnetic field intensity h bar, okay, at two different points. So circular loop का formula आपके पास है, that weird looking formula, something that, okay. But that formula was for, and I did a mistake for applying an animation over here. Let me wait. Okay, fine. Okay, the formula was, the weird looking formula we derived was for a magnetic field intensity along the central axis. Axis के ऊपर magnetic field क्या है उसके लिए था. यहाँ पे आपको क्या है, we have given with point. Okay, point दिया हुआ है. For this we have general, so that you this solution in any kind of numerical. Okay, इसलिए इस numerical को choose किया था. So we have solution, we have r bar, okay, r bar from the source to the destination. Then we have dl bar. How we are going to decide the dl bar? R d phi a phi cap. Why we have chosen this one? Because we are given with a circle, और circle जब भी आता है, so this becomes your dl, and this is nothing but your length of the arc, so this becomes r d phi, और direction क्या दिया था आपको, a phi cap, तो a phi cap भी लिख दिया है. So r is 3. ये 3 कहाँ से आया? If you remember the expression of a circle, x square plus y square is equal to c square. This is nothing but radius of that particular circle. ओके, सी स्क्वायर मीन्स यहाँ पे 9 दिया है, इसलिए रेडियस क्या आया, 3. नाउ वी हैव एन एक्सप्रेशन h बार इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रल ऑफ आइडियल बार क्रॉस r बार अपॉन 4 pi r cube. Here radial component is going to be 0. Why? Due to symmetry. If you remember, we discussed about the symmetry condition while derive an expression due to a circular loop. तो रेडियल कंपोनेंट्स हमेशा 0 होते हैं इन केस ऑफ सर्कुलर लूप. Okay, in case of symmetrical shapes. Okay, I am talking about symmetrical shapes, that is your क्या कहते हैं, सर्कल हो गया, स्क्वेयर हो गया, वी आर नॉट सेइंग रेक्टेंगल. ओके, स्क्वेयर हो गया, देन क्या कहते हैं उसको, a triangle with all three sides equal. Okay, so we have expression for everything. We have dl bar, we have r bar, we have magnitude of r bar. Okay, and we can have the cross product, and we will put everything into it. Okay, and surprisingly we end up into an expression which is independent of any x y z terms. Okay, वहाँ पे कोई भी x term नहीं है, वहाँ पे कोई भी z term नहीं है, y term नहीं है. So we have h bar is equal to 0.36 az cap. So we can say that to find h bar at 0 0 minus 4, या फिर मैं कहूँ 0 0 4, it will be the same. h bar is equal to 0.36 az cap. Okay, so step number 1, step number 2, step number नहीं 3 नहीं कहूंगा, step number 3 कि भाई क्या cancel हो रहा है. Step number 4, put the values and get the answer. That's it, straightforward. R bar find करो, DL bar find करो, put the values into formula, solve the numerical. इतना ही करते आए हैं अभी तक, आपने देखा होगा तो यूनिट नंबर 1 से यूनिट नंबर 3 तक. ओके, this is a triangular shape, but we will not go for this numerical right now. Okay, and I'm going to keep this numerical as an homework. Okay, find a vector magnetic field intensity in Cartesian coordinates. पॉइंट दिया हुआ है, caused by current दिया हुआ है, डायरेक्शन दी हुई है, and you do have certain limits for the z. Okay, we will do it for one condition, two conditions. Let us say this is z axis and we have conductor from z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 6. Okay, now we have a point, 1.5 to 3. Okay, so it will be z coordinate क्या है 3, so it is in between 0 to 6. तो यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी at random में put कर रहा हूँ, but it is going to have some geometrical restrictions. Since z is equal to 3, so it will be in between 0 to 6. इसके बीच में कहीं ना कहीं वो रहेगा. Okay, so this is 1.5 to 3. We will join the top end and the bottom end, and we will have one perpendicular line, and here the z coordinate will be 3. Now we want to have the angles. Okay, the bottom is alpha 1 and this is alpha 2. Alpha 1 is the angle with the bottom end of the conductor and alpha 2 is the angle with the top end of the conductor. How you are going to find alpha 1 and alpha 2? We know that if we are dealing with alpha 1, okay, so can I say that this is the angle and I can apply some trigonometry over here? Can you think you I want to have some feedback from your side कि trigonometry लगा के how I can apply, how can I can get alpha 1, how I can get alpha 1? Can you tell me something related to sine and cosine of the angle? Otherwise it will be a kind of boring part. बता सकते हो आप, थोड़ा सा वर्कआउट कर सकते हो, बताओ बताओ, आई एम वेटिंग. कोई तो बोलो. हेलो हेलो, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
Someone
sir.
tell me
Yes.
how you are going to
Yes,
apply the
sir.
trigonometry over there. Someone please tell me how you are going to have those angles. कोई तो okay. In next lecture, please tell me. It is actually disappointing, and it is quite easy to get the angles alpha 1, alpha 2. Just you need to put the formula for sine of alpha 1 is equal to 3 upon something. One moment, please. So you need to calculate alpha 1 and alpha 2, and you have to get those alpha 1 and alpha 2 into your formula. Okay, यहाँ पे आपने रखना है. So यहाँ पे आपने रखना है. While putting the values over here, for an example, let us say this is 30 degree. Okay, so you will write down sine of 30 degree, and if you say this is also 30 degree, you are going to write it down as, sorry, oh sorry, this is a downward angle, so you have to write down sine of minus 30 degree, and since alpha 2 is having the upward direction, so it will be 30 degree. You have to put this negative sign, the conventions about साइन कन्वेंशन उसकी आपने केयर करनी है. अगर डाउनवर्ड एंगल है तो यू हैव टू पुट इट नेगेटिव साइन ओवर हियर व्हाइल डूइंग द calculations. Okay, so if we go for second case, z equal to, okay, यहाँ पे आपका कंडक्टर है and we have our same observation point somewhere here at z is equal to 3. Okay, so we do have P2 1.5 to 3. Definitely we can calculate this angle, bottom end angle is alpha 1, and what will be the top end angle? Alpha 2. Alpha 2 will be 90 degree because it will never meet into the top end, so it will be actually going parallel to the z axis. So alpha 2 is 90, so you have to take care for this infinity, this minus infinity, and this infinity. Okay, their angles will be 90 degree. Solve these numerical on your own and please let me know whether you are able to find alpha 1 and alpha 2 or not. Okay. With that said, I will stop sharing the PPT and I will download attendance. Now the things are getting more on your side. Okay, कि आपको आपकी साइड में पढ़ाई करनी बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है. You have to put your efforts, otherwise things are going to get difficult a lot. जितना आज पढ़ा है, जितना आज के लिए होमवर्क को दिया है, सिर्फ उतना करते जाइए. Okay, that you a lot, otherwise you will be ending up into a lot of mess. Okay? I will stop the recording now.